Anyways, Ben, why don't you go ahead and introduce the players for a 6th game of tonight?
It looks like we have, right now, the pink Terran player, Major, who has 5 wins under his belt already, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Ohana, which, by the way, guys, means family. And, of course, his opponent up in the top left, right there. Look at that expert camera control with my left hand. It's Sleep, the red Zerg. I think somebody ran over a dog in the parking lot. You hear that yelping?
I hear it.
Man, that sounds terrible.
I don't want to talk about it.
What in the world happened?
For 3 more games, Ben, out of the 3 games,
somebody ran over an animal and it ran into our production room and is dying on the floor of the production room right now.
I have no idea. I have no idea. But what I do know, Ben, is that Major is actually right now on the streak that is the longest streak in NASL Gauntlet history, together with Blink, 5 wins.
That's right.
Or Blink actually had 6 wins, right? I think 4 and then 2.
You know what I can do, Kev?
I'm pretty damn sure that Blink is right now champ. He has 6 wins, while Complexity's Heart was on 5 wins. Sorry? Actually 3 people have won 6 times. Well, of course we did miss a gauntlet or 2.
Yep, Bling, of course, winning 4 games in a row, and then starting off our 3rd and final EU broadcast, picked up 2 more. So he had a really nice run.
So apparently one of the guys while we were gone, Ben, had 6 wins as well. In any case, Major is on a fantastic streak, and he has excellent TVZ these days, as he's a big fan of the MVP playstyle. Double refinery going up in his main base. Let's get back to business. Well, I have no idea what's happening in the studio around me. Everybody's giggling and paying attention to everything that is not related to StarCraft. But then, guys,
Slivka has 6 wins, Kev.
Slivka? In the last, wow, Slivka went on absolute tier. Oh, look at Harstem. He got like 4 wins as well.
That's right. He had all those, or he had that first win when we casted his crazy game against Bly, and then he beat Dark Force, Revolver, and Le Top before being taken out by Slivka, formerly of Team Roxkis, now recently acquired by somebody new.
Virtuous Pro.
Virtuous Pro?
Yes.
VP.
Yep. This is a pretty quick, which is a very controversial transfer, by the way, in the Russian scene. If you guys, before we're going to talk about this quick Roach one over here by Sleep, going from Roxkis to Virtuous Pro in the Russian scene, that's basically like, if you talk about football terms, that's like from going from Barcelona to Real Madrid. You don't do that. Like, that's something that's actually doesn't happen.
It's
Those
like,
teams
it's
are
like
rival.
going from the KGB to the Russian Mafia.
Yes, that's like going from the Red Sox to the Yankees. Those are weird transfers. So a really interesting career move over there by Slivka. But let's talk about this game, Ben. As you can see, 6 roaches are in production, and Major is completely unaware of this.
Does have a couple Marines out on the map, and if he's really, really fortunate, might be able to see him in time to react to it. But he has no other units, no bunker. He just finished his factory. He's going to be swapping it out for some Hellions. This early roach aggression is going to... he's going to have to lift that and build a bunker at the top of his ramp. That's the only way I see him being all right here.
He's going to add a tech lab at least immediately to this wreck, so maybe eventually he gets a Marauder out in time.
Has he seen it? Does he know?
He knows now, Ben. This is the moment that he knows, and now he's like, oh, okay.
Well,
maybe get bunker on high ground?
Good, good. That's the right reaction. That is the exact correct reaction. He should probably also pull the SCVs from the nap.
He should get at least 2 bunkers.
I think so too.
I would get like 1 bunker over here. Like 1 far away race. He's going to transfer these depots. So far, Major is doing everything right, but it's still going to be a little bit tricky as long as that Marauder and the bunker are not done.
Marine is frantically running home.
Whoa!
This sucks! Roaches are coming! Paul Revere.
And Sleep is like, Mo? Oh, he knows.
And, oh, picked off the SCV. That was kind of key. There is a Marauder out, so when the bunker... Oh, that is the wrong side of the wall spawn on Mr. Hellion. And he gets turned away. But with the bunker, with the Marauder inside the bunker...
Major is going to be more than just fine, but of course this is not a super all-in by Sleep, as right now he is going to have a mini contain on Major for a little while. KoTH mentioned on the way though, that's going to be a nice follow-up, so eventually Major is going to be able to deal some economic damage as well. But right now Sleep is already 9 workers ahead, and it's going to be much more as he knows that there's not going to be any aggression from Major.
Oh, that was sneaky. Those are very brave Hellions as they do squeeze past the roaches. Now let's talk about Sleep's position here. He uses the roach aggression to gain map control, establish a 3rd base, and try to jump ahead economically. What he gives up to do all of this, he's getting map control, he's getting the macro.
Line him up! That's so crazy!
Wow. Great positioning on that queen right in the middle of the ramp. It means the Hellions can't get past. What he gives up in all of this is his tech, Kev. So he's going to be very vulnerable to these Banshees. First Banshee is out dealing with the
I would
roaches.
love to see that Banshee just go to the other side of the map, but I can understand Major as well. He wants to deal with these roaches. He wants to be able to take his own natural as well. He's using the Spidey Pro a little bit carelessly, but I guess that's not the end of the world.
We'll clean up all of the roaches, and at the end of the day, it handles this very cost effectively. Now, back on Sleep's side of the map. He's got a lot of drones, Kev. 41 drones. He's about to have about a full 2-base saturation with that third coming up.
He doesn't have a layer.
But he does have the Evo chamber, which means he can build spores, which means he's not completely screwed when the Banshees show up.
But it's always nice to have some mobile form of detection as well, instead of just a static one, because he's going to have to run around spore crawlers to sleep. If I were you, I would definitely get one more spore crawler over here. Right now, this is something I don't understand from Zergs. You should never ever underreact.
That's a really good point. Look at the income tab. He's got a lot more workers than Major. He can afford 2 more spores, and I think it would benefit him quite nicely. Oh, Hellions coming with the Banshee up into the natural. This is a very frustrating push to deal with. A lot of Terrans have been experimenting with this style recently.
Well, Sleep just has absolutely no units right now. These queens are very exposed. He's going to wait for this couple of additional links to pop, but 2 Cloaked Banshees, 1 2 Marauder, and a couple of Hellions are posing a serious threat right now.
Beautiful push here by Major, who's going to kill a lot of everything. Queens can target the Banshee, but I think this is going to do continued damage. This is very, very nicely done. Major does back up to a couple more Hellions, but as you so expertly pointed out, Kev, there is no mobile detection, so he can't really go after this. He can only chase it as far as the spore crawlers can see. And that means this third base completely exposed, almost invincible.
I'm very surprised that Sleep is actually doing still very well. Walks out with links to another speed, yes.
Oh, Major, you should have uncloaked your Banshees when you weren't fighting Queens, because now you are not able to hide.
Hellions taking a lot of damage though, but they are going for it. Oh, Major making a little bit of miscontrol. Now he's going to end up losing all of his Hellions.
That was a huge mistake by Major. That essentially means 0 map control. Everything was going so well.
Do you think that Major here should have just gone in for it? Like put these Hellions over here and just try to go for all those drones?
Yes. I think...
Because I felt that Sleep was in a world of
as
trouble.
long as you have Cloak and you're out of range of those spores, that other Queen could have never really come down from behind. I think he's in okay shape still.
Yeah,
I
think Major is very good. He went up to 3 bases during all this. We saw the double armory going down as always. Now we do see the double factory going down. So at the end of the day, this is still going to turn into a nice mech game for Major. Right now he's actually doing very good economically. He's only 1 drone behind.
Yes, sir.
Sleep also a player with quite some winnings already in the North American Star League Gauntlet.
So right you are, Kevin, in the Korean Gauntlet number 2. He managed to win a lot of games, 4 games in fact, before getting beaten by Ryung. 4 games is good money.
Almost as good as Ganzi. Have you seen Ganzi's Gangnam Dance?
Dude, that was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Ganzi's my new favorite player, I think.
Ganzi is still a boss.
Like, I was kind of over Ganzi, and then I saw that, and I said, Ganzi, have my babies.
Ganzi's total.
He dances like a freaking madman. Yeah. Hellions versus Queens. Let me tell you how this fight ends. Queens will transfuse forever, and the Hellions will run away.
But not if 4 Cloak Banshee show up to the party. 1 Queen does fall immediately, so Sleep is going to have to back up once more. There's no Spire on the map.
Wow, those Banshees change everything. Hellions have no problems dealing with the Zerglings. Banshees have no problems dealing with the Roaches. Nice little counterattack here from Sleep, who's continuing to try and be active around the map. But once again, he's going to find this third base under fire. There is a layer now, so Overseer will provide the detection needed.
Oh, he's going to need some really good transfuse. I actually don't think the Banshees will, the Queens will win this.
1-to-1, Banshees beat Queens. That means 4-to-4. Banshees still beat Queens.
Yep, 2 Banshees will survive, so this hatchery is actually going to fall. And Sleep just lost so many Queens. He had 6 Queens, now he doesn't have a single Queen anymore.
Yep, and he's on even workers right now with Terran, which is not the position you want to be in. Third base going to continue taking damage. Drone's still in production, wildly enough. Spire finally goes down, but that is what we call a day late and a dollar short, Kev. There will be no corruptors, no mutas on the map anytime soon, and the third base does, in fact, go down. Sleep has the money to instantly restart it, and will continue counterattacking. I think this time he should do some okay damage to that third base.
It's going to be a little bit scarier, and I'm not sure actually why he's waiting with most of his units. Well, there are so many aliens for Major over here. Major is in insane shape, once again. Major's playing fantastic StarCraft today.
Best Korean Gauntlet player?
Is a Mexican.
Oh, Major. Being so impressive. Showing that he loves them Hellions, loves them Banshees. If I was a Terran player, I think this is how I would play, because to me it just feels abusive.
feels safe.
Yeah.
Fun.
And then you play it, and it's like, damn, how am I ever supposed to do anything with this?
A lot of Zerglings are going to fall now over here once more. That poor queen just got surrounded by Hannahs. How often do you see that? More Banshees flying in as well. And despite the fact that Major has Torch in production, and he is preparing already with nice upgrades for Mech, he's pretty much winning this game right now with Hellion and Banshee.
Yep, Hellion's going to slip up into the main base where they will kill more drones. And as this is happening, we're seeing those Banshees.
Oh!
Ouch.
That was the money shot.
The wrong decision. Let's send all of our drones to the gas geyser. Major's like, thanks, man. Gracias.
Gracias muchos. Oh, I like barbecue drones.
That's not how Major talks at all.
Oh, yes, it is. I talk with him every time.
He talks
barbecue drone.
He talks like this. No, that's not it
No,
either.
no.
Man, I can't. My accents are all over the place.
Major was very fun to talk with.
I'm going to win WC. No, man. Why are all my accents like Russian?
If you don't know how to speak anymore, it always goes to Russian. Or English.
The default accent.
Hi, mate.
I think that was like New Zealand, man. That wasn't even Australia. Good eye.
I like New
Top of the morning, tell you. I don't know what that is either. What is happening right now?
These Lings will die as well. His Sleep obviously had no chance anymore after losing all those drones.
6 wins for Major.
Major just does not lose today. There's chance. Chance improved. Chance like, hey, give me a
that's
chance.
like transcendent chance. The light coming in.
That's a deep shot of Chance.
Yeah, man.
Chance has never looked that smart. Oh, I'm sorry, Chance.
we don't mean it, buddy.
He just gave me a look. He's like, you, soon.
Soon.
Oh, so guys, Major just keeps on winning. I believe the next player that we are going to see over here is going to be Rossi. After that, we might have OGS Vines as well. So it's going to be Empire Vines, sorry, former OGS Vines. So we have still a couple of good games coming up, but Major right now, 6 wins, $450. Man, he's like, okay, I might have not won 24K. I'm just going to win it in the online cups.
I'm going to win it $75 at a time. Major wins again. We'll be back, guys, with more StarCraft 2 from the North American StarLink Gauntlet from the live studio in Rancho Cucamonga, California, alongside Chance in a second.